Renzo gang, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Now today. I know I'm a little late. I've been kind of busy the last couple days, so I'm getting this video out today. And this video is going to talk about the results, the ending results for NXT's Stand and Deliver pay-per-view 2025. Now, Renzo gang, I know there was a pre-show and I didn't get to watch the pre-show, so I won't be talking about the pre-show. Now, mind you, I will talk about all the other matches that has happened. And Stand and Deliver was a crazy pay-per-view. I'm gonna just say that. Now, I'm gonna just get on with the get on, and I'm gonna just go ahead and start talking about all the matches that has happened and who won the matches. And yes, I am going to start in order. So, with that being said, I'm going to start with the first match. And the first match is the North American Championship match. And you have Ricky Saints, the champion, versus Ethan Page. Whew. That match was good. The match was very good. It was very well put together. And also Ricky Saints and Ethan Page are both former AEW superstars. And they definitely did their thing. Stand and Deliver, they definitely did their thing. Like, them boys cooked. Them boys cooked. You feel me? And I didn't really do a prediction for this show because I was more so focused on, WrestleMania. And speaking of WrestleMania, I did do night one and I will get to night two after this video. I will get to night two. So the match was really good. It told a great story in that match and it was very entertaining. And I thought Ricky Saints had got hurt for a second, the way he had, dived off the rope and he landed right on the announce table. I thought he was hurt. I think he was what's the word I'm looking for? I think he was internally injured because he was bleeding through the mouth. But he kept on with the kept on. Ethan Page, Ethan Page brought it. Ethan Page is one of my favorite, heel superstars right now in NXT. So I actually really enjoyed this match. I was not disappointed at all. And the winner of this match was Ricky Saints. He retained his NXT North American Championship, and I applaud them for that match. They put a lot of work into that match, and I really applaud them too for that match. And they really did their thing. And that match, I'm gonna give that match 8.5 out of 10. I give that match 8.5 out of 10. I know the ratings don't count, but this is my opinion. Stand and Deliver never really lets me down. NXT doesn't really let me down when it comes to pay-per-views. So argue with somebody else. Don't argue with me. And next we have the NXT Tag Team Title match. You have Fraxium, the champions, versus Hank and Tank. Man, when I tell you that tag team match was like that, it was like that. Woo! Honestly, I don't really see nobody beating Fraxium, but watching that match, I was very, 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 very shocked at the results of that match. I kind of had Fraxium winning because I didn't too much care for Hank and Tank. I really didn't. And then like the way Fraxium put in work in their matches, I'm like, yo, like those guys are very talented. Like I don't think nobody can beat them. They're like the fastest tag team in WWE. And unfortunately, Hank and Tank have pulled an upset and they pinned the NXT Tag Team Champions, Fraxium. That shocked me. Like that really shocked me. I still cannot believe that they beat Fraxium. That was insane. And that match was a shocker. And Hank and Tank really showed me something. They really showed me something. I don't fault them for that match. I don't fault them at all. Boy, that match was. I didn't expect that match to be that good. I'm gonna just tell you that I did not expect that match to be that good. Sheesh. Great match, you guys. That was a great match. Moving on to the next match, you have the vacated Women's North American Championship, and you have six women ladder match, and your competitors are, excuse me, you have Sol Ruka versus Zarya versus Izzy Dame versus Lola Vice versus Kalani Jordan versus Thea Hale, the returning Thea Hale. Ooh, when I tell you these women cooked in that match, I'm telling you these women cooked like they cooked in that match. They cooked, they cooked well done steak type. That's how they cooked in that match. The women, they all put in hard work. They all deserve to be in that spot. Of course, we had some crazy moments. And unfortunately, the winner of that match for the vacated Women's North American Championship, I'm actually very happy this one won. It's about time. Sol Ruka. She is now the new NXT Women's North American Champion. Sol Ruka finally won a championship. She put in the work, she got the results. A lot of times people probably think that Sol Ruka is not to be taken serious, but I've always seen potential in Sol Ruka. She's more than just a pretty face. She's definitely very talented. And I'm glad that she finally, hard work has paid off. So I'm very happy for Sol Ruka. She did her thing. I'm proud of you, Sol Ruka. Keep up the good work. Do great things with that North American Championship. Do great things. You definitely deserve it. Now, the next match was a little personal. You had a six-man tag team match. You had the D'Angelo families. You had Tony D'Angelo, Stacks, and Luca Rusafino, if I pronounced that right, versus three members of Dark State. I don't really know their names like that, so I'm not going to try to butcher their names. But that six-man tag match was really good. I really enjoyed that match. And Dark State, the stable, they're kind of like a new version of the Shield, but honestly, nobody can touch the Shield. Nobody can come close to the Shield. But I must say that match was really good, but it was some surprises in this match. You had Tony D'Angelo and Stacks, beefing with each other in the match, and I knew a turn was coming. I knew it was coming. Someone was going to turn on somebody, and I was correct. Stacks low blowed Tony D'Angelo in the middle of the match, left the match, and Tony D'Angelo suffered a pinfall. So the D'Angelo family, they lost to Dark State. It was actually really good they put Dark State over because it's going to set up a good rivalry match between Stacks and Tony D'Angelo, which is very good. I have a feeling that it's almost time for Tony D'Angelo to get called up, and I feel like they're going to have it to where Stacks and Tony D'Angelo are going to have a match to become, who's the Don of the new D'Angelo family. I feel like that's coming up. But as of right now, we're not going to talk about that right now. Dark State beat the D'Angelo family in a six-man tag match. The match was very worth the watch. It was very worth the watch. Very good. It was insane and it was very good. I enjoyed the match. Next match, you have the NXT Women's Championship match, and it was a fatal four-way. You have the champion, the very Hermosa Stephanie Vaquer versus the very, very feisty and beautiful Jada Parker versus the former three-time TNA Knockouts champion Jordan Grace versus, you said it, you guessed it, the returning Julia, the best friend of Stephanie Vaquer. That fatal four-way match, those women went in on that match. That was an amazing, amazing, amazing match. Great storytelling in that match. Every woman, they worked for this match. Like they didn't leave they didn't take nothing for granted. They left it all out there in the ring. Those women did their thing. And the winner of that match, and still the champion, Stephanie Vaquer. She, oh my goodness, Stephanie Vaquer, she's a lot better than what a lot of people give her credit for. She's really good. Like a lot of people don't know who Stephanie Vaquer is. She's more than just a pretty face, obviously. She is very talented. Like she's one of those that's really she's gonna make an impact. Well, she already making an impact, obviously, but she's gonna be one of those that's gonna go down as one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, especially in the women's division, representing, the Hispanic culture. She is going down as one of the greatest women today. I'm calling it. I mean, I'm calling it. I'm calling it. And last but not least, the main event, the NXT Championship match and a triple threat. You have the champion, the ruler, Oba Femi, versus former two-time NXT champion Trick Williams versus the young OG Javon Evans, representing North Carolina, even though he's from Greensboro, Winston-Salem all day. Boy. And then not to mention, this is the second year in a row you had black men main event stand and deliver. Oh, this is amazing. And you had three talented young black men tore it up in the main event of stand and deliver. Javon Evans, man, Javon Evans brought it. That boy is bouncy. Javon Evans brought it. He's like that. Javon Evans brought it. Man, Javon Evans was jumping all over the ring. Trick Williams with his, with his physicality, with his brute brawler strength. I like Trick Williams. He did his thing in that match. He proved why he's a former two-time NXT champion. And I applaud Trick Williams for going in there, putting in work like he always do. And of course, you cannot count out the NXT champion, Oba Femi, the ruler. When he was the NXT North American champion, no one was touching Oba Femi. Wesley was going down as one of the greatest North American champions, but Oba Femi definitely is on that list. And the way Oba Femi's carrying the NXT division, I don't think nobody can beat Oba Femi. It's going to be very hard for someone to beat Oba Femi. He's really like that. And the result of this match, Oba Femi, with his brute strength, he is still NXT champion. But man, I'm gonna tell you this: Stand and Deliver 2025 did not disappoint. They did not disappoint. I was very satisfied with this card. I was very satisfied with the matches. It was just NXT. I've still yet to go to an NXT show. I'm ready to go to one. I cannot wait, and I am very excited to see this Tuesday what's going to happen on NXT. So, with that being said, Renzo Gang, post your comments down below. Let me know what you thought. If you enjoyed this little review of the Stand and Deliver pay per view, hit that like button, share, and subscribe. You feel me, Renzo Gang? I love y'all. WrestleMania Night 2 is coming right up. Be prepared. Oh, we got to talk about Night 2. We got to talk about Night 2, baby. Let's get it.